Yes, guys, welcome back to another vid, and it's 12th of December. Yes, and today's topic is again one of the most important issues in our current dates, in our current decade, and it's the fact that you can only be yourself. You cannot be your dad. You cannot be your friend. You cannot be your idol. You cannot be me. Same applies to me as well. I can't be you. I can't be like you. That's why you should find your own balance in life. You should find your own way. The only thing that other people can show you, only thing that other people can teach you, only thing that other people can navigate you is a direction. But direction is not the same thing as the path that you're going to go through. Your way can only be constructed by yourself. Direction is a more common thing. It's more general. We might be going in the same direction, but we cannot go along the same path. It's not the same. Even though the direction is the same, our paths are different. I need to take some different turns compared to you. I need to walk away from certain places. You can go directly straight, or in other parts, I will go straight. You will take some turns. Life is like that. And the point that I'm trying to make is stop trying to be like the others. I don't mean this in a way that, you should not improve yourself. You should not change yourself. You're good. You don't have to go through hustles. You don't have to go through change. You don't have to improve your life. I'm not saying that. But the way of doing these things that I mentioned should be tailored to your own needs. What's something that is good on paper, something that is good on paper, in theory, might not be good for you in practical aspects. Something might sound good, something might seem like it's a right journey or right purpose or right choice, might not be what you actually aim for or what you're actually looking for when it comes to actually applying that in real life. And these can also be said about the things that other people do as well. What's right for me may be the worst thing that can ever happen to you in your life. What's a good place for me to be in might not be a comfortable place for you to actually stay on. I have experienced this when I was choosing for my college. When I was choosing for my college, I had a couple options, and I have gained access to one of the most preferred schools of my own department, of my own faculty of medicine. I'm not gonna say the exact names of the school. I have gained access to what most of the people in my place have dreamed of achieving. I have gained access to that school, but I also have gained access to another faculty of medicine, which was, in the eye of most people, worse. It's of course not that worse from what most people aim for, but in people's eyes and in logical sense, it's a worse option than what other people are willing to choose. And I chose the one that people are thinking that it's worse. So I chose the worst option, but in other people's eyes. But when it comes to my life, I have no regrets. I have no regrets. I feel like this was and still is the best path that I could take on this journey. And I believe that I'm happier that I did not choose the best of the best, but I choose maybe a worse school on paper. But when it comes to actually in life, I feel like I'm living a more fulfilled life compared to ones who went to that school. I'm living a more purposeful life, let's say. I'm living a more diverse life. I am not only focused on my school, I'm also focused on other things in my life as well. And that's what I always aim for throughout my life. Not be a unidirectional man. Be good in as many directions as you can. I mean, of course, this can lead to some issues as well, because you cannot basically take every opportunity that you can. That might be a topic for another video, but you get my point. On paper, I chose the worst option, but for me, that was the best option that I could have ever dreamed of. And to make these choices, it takes some maturity and it takes some responsibility, because it's not easy to choose something that is worse on paper. It's not easy to actually go for that, because we are too obsessed what other people think of what we do. We are too obsessed about what other people will say. Oh my God, how could you not choose that school? How can you choose that other school? How is that possible? You had that option, everybody dreamed of that option, and you had it, but you didn't choose it, you chose the worst one. But they are saying that it's the worst one. How can they know anything about my life anyways? They only know like 20% of what I do, 10% from what they see on social media, which is a fake place. I mean, this main issue comes from obsessing too much over what other people will think of you. I'm not saying to not care, of course. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you to not care at all about what other people think of you, because that would turn you into a useless piece of shit if you didn't give a fuck at all. But if you think that you know a better way to live your life, a more purposeful way to go through this life, take it. Take that path. Take that path. Because like I said, the path can only be drawn by you. The direction might be same, or the direction can be pointed by other people, but the path can only be chosen by you. What if the path that you choose is wrong? What if you fear? What if you say that, oh my God, those people were right? Even if this happens, it's okay, man. It's okay. Because you took the responsibility of this. You became more mature while making this choice, and you accepted that choice, accepting all the benefits and all the possible drawbacks. And if you fail, that's okay. You learned one of the greatest lessons of life. The value that you learn from that decision, it cannot be matched by anything else. Even if it's a mistake, you will own that with your whole heart and go through the rest of your life with the relief of being able to say that I tried, man. I tried what I wanted. I tried what I think I needed, and I failed, but it's not a problem. Eventually I found my way. Because even if you become successful when you choose a way that people have pointed towards you, even if you choose that, there is always a question mark in your head. What if I did what I actually wanted? And man, let me tell you, that's not a good place to be at all. That's not a good place to be. I'm not saying this to, I don't mean to not get any opinions from other people or any other perspectives. Of course, you should be open to other perspectives as well. But when it comes to choosing what path will you actually go on, prioritize yourself. Because the life is yours. Your life is not mine. Your life is not your father's life. He has been through 1,000 different shit compared to you. You are not the same. So you cannot be expected to live the same life. Again, with your friend, you're living in 2 different complete galaxies. Your life is very different from what your friend ever experienced. So yeah, that was the point of this video. Take opinions, hear what other people says, but listen to what you actually want. Listen to what you're saying the most. Because in the end, you only have yourself. And yourself is the one who is going to touch the lives of other people. So earn yourself first before you earn other people.